I am a feminist, and I want to talk about what that means. The image in a lot of people's heads when you say someone is a feminist is a woman who hates men, is loud and rude and hairy and a lesbian, and all these weird things that have nothing to do with being a feminist. So that's not what it's about. Feminists can shave their bodies, they can get married, they can have sex, they can have kids, they can ask for help, they can be polite, they can act and look like any other normal person, but a feminist can also do the complete opposite of all those things. A feminist can be big or small, or have cellulite or smooth skin, or we can have acne, we can have long hair, short hair, colorful hair, we can wear short skirts or long pants. We can have big families or small ones. We can be black, white, Asian, Hispanic, Latino. We can be whatever we want to be and whoever we are. Being a feminist does not mean what a lot of people think it means. I hear people say all the time, I'm not a feminist, and I don't get mad, but I ask why not. And usually the answer that I get is they say that they aren't crazy and they don't hate men, but this is not what being a feminist is. I'll say, well, do you believe in equality? And they'll say, yes. And I'll answer with, well, then you're a feminist, or at least a feminist in progress. So what's a feminist in progress? A feminist in progress is someone who wants to be a feminist, and is one, but they're still learning how to do that. If someone is a feminist in progress, they aren't a perfect feminist. Most of us aren't. We might say the wrong thing sometimes, or we might forget to include people, or we might judge people before knowing them, but then notice it and fix it. It's all about learning and fixing our mistakes. Many people who call themselves feminists don't know how much really goes into being a feminist, and it's supposed to be a safe and welcoming community to all kinds of people, and sometimes we forget that, myself included. Sometimes I internally judge people for something that doesn't matter, and I have to stop and say to myself, okay, why does this make me dislike them? And usually it's not a valid reason, so I have to remind myself that all they're doing is existing. Being a feminist in progress is all about noticing what you're doing and saying and how you're treating people and fixing it if it isn't fair. So feminism isn't just fighting for equality of the sexes anymore. It's so much more than that. We have to stand up and fight for people of all gender, race, sex, ability, class, size, and background. So one of the things that, as a feminist in progress, that we need to work on is accepting all kinds of people, which is what feminism is. Instead of just fighting for certain things that affect us, let's join together and fight for it all. I'm very lucky to be a white person in America who's a part of the middle class. I'm lucky to have a family and an education. Not everyone is as lucky as me, so I need to use my white privilege, yes, it's real, to stand up and allow people who are different than me to be equal. It is common for people to think that men can't be feminists, and it's only for women. And this is so wrong. Without men helping women get rights, women wouldn't have any. Men are an equal part of feminism, and it's so important that men join us and fight against equality. Feminism needs men because men have more power than women in many scenarios, and when men are on board with this idea, it helps feminism become a real thing. Men will help make the inequality of people a problem for everyone, not just women. So if you're a feminist, want to be one, or want to learn about feminism, you can start by going online and researching it, reading about different problems different people face on a daily basis. You can talk to your friends and family who might be feminists and learn from them. And when you make a mistake, don't get discouraged and think it isn't for you, but learn from your mistakes and keep trying. Keep the conversation going about feminism with the people around you and help the community grow. Thank you.